Well, hello and happy Tuesday. Welcome to a fun corner of the internet on Tuesday afternoons. So this is what I call coffee and a card, where we drink our favorite beverage and we make a card. I'll also show you some happy mail and yeah, got some fun stuff for today. So welcome to my little corner of the internet where I love hanging out with you guys. All right, so let's just let you guys get in here. Oops. Get everybody in here today. Hi, Vesta. Hi, Kim. Welcome everyone who's coming in here today. All right, so I've got some happy mail to show you, and that's what I call the cards that y'all have sent to me, because I love showing off your creativity and letting you get a peek at what other people are making. So we'll look at that first. Hi, Bonnie. All right, so we'll start with some happy mail, and here, and the first one is from Colette in Florida. And let's see here. Thanks for lighting the way. And look at that lantern with the distressed gold. Now the kind of reflection that you're seeing is because there's a window sheet there in the lamp. How cute is that? With the little leaves on the inside. That is a really fun technique there. And then using some of that vellum there in the background. All right, next we have one from my friend Clazel. And, oh, it's a wedding card. Oh my gosh, it's beautiful. Oh, how fun is that? It's a wedding card. And it says, look, it says, I do in the background. Oh, falling out of the middle. Says, I do in the background. And it flips up this way. Congratulations. Oh, and she included her note of wedding advice. So that was something that I did, that Josh and I decided to do for our wedding, was we collected little 3x4 cards of people's advice for our marriage. And so that is what is going to comprise our wedding album when I get around to making it. All right, next we have one from Teresa Courtney. And it says, hello, with the dragonflies and the bees. And she's got her note there on the inside, but isn't that so cute? Oh my gosh. Okay, and then last but not least, we have one from, I don't know, there's no return address. Let's see here. It says, oh, this is from Stampin' Up. This is, congratulations. And you see the theme. It's from Chad. So Chad is one of the demonstrator development managers at Stampin' Up. And look at that. It's a congratulations on my Mexico trip. So I recently earned that trip and I'm excited about that. But look at the fun theme for the card. How cool is that? Okay, so let's move on to a quick thing I want to share before we make a card, because you can see some of it in the background right here. These are all kits, and these aren't even all of them. There's actually more lined up over here. So I am currently having a kit flash sale. Quite a few of them have sold out already, but I've updated the post with current numbers, and I'm actually going to show you one of the kits that I think you guys might really like, but the picture might not do it justice. So I'm going to put my camera down and show you. So I have been selling extra paper pumpkin kits and my extra card club kits. So card club is a monthly subscription, and it comes with the supplies for 8 cards plus over $20 of products. You have lots of extras for your crafting. And after 6 consecutive months of being in it, you also get a bag of goodies as well. So one of the kits that I think you guys will really like is the Beautiful Balloons set. And so here we've got an envelope full of die cuts, all sorts of things that you'll need for completing your cards. It comes with half a pack of the Bright and Beautiful Designer Series paper, plus some of the Gold Celebrations Designer Series paper as well. So that's a 6x6 paper. You also get a roll of the 3/8 inch sheer ribbon. So that comes with it. You get a whole pack of these Bright and Beautiful Memories and More cards and envelopes. So you actually get, even though I give you the supplies for 8 cards, you get cards and envelopes for 20 cards. And then also in this kit, you're going to get the PDF tutorials. And so what this does is it gives you pictures of the 4 cards that you're making and how to use the supplies. And it goes into everything I used for the card as well as step-by-step directions on how to make it. So that's what comes with the Card Club kits. So I just wanted to show you this because I know some of you might be new to what I call Card Club, and so purchasing the old kits, you might not know what you're in for. So I have these left, and then I also have one of the Alphabest club kits, and that's it. The rest of them have already sold out. Okay, so if you're interested in any of those, you can just message me, and I'll get you hooked up with that. Okay, today we are going to make a card using the Merry and Bright stamp set coming up in the new fall mini catalog. And then I'll also be featuring, this is the, well actually both of these are, this is the Beary Christmas Designer Series paper, coordinates with the Beary Cute stamp set. And I just think these bears with the presents are going to go really well. I'm going to be using this sheet as well, both sides. And then I'll also show you the adhesive back glitter sequins. So we'll use that card in our card as well. Okay, so let me set this aside and let's make a card. So we'll start with, oh actually here, how about if we start with the end in mind? So this is the card that we're going to make right here. Okay? All right, so we're going to start with our Night of Navy, and it measures 5.5 by 8.5, and I'm going to score it at 4 1/4. So we'll get our card base here. And then we're going to cut some pieces. So I'm going to cut 2 Old Olive and 2 Basic White. And they're going to be, the white are the same measurement and the Old Olive are the same measurement. So you're doing 2 of each color. So we'll start with our Old Olive. I need 2 Old Olive that measure 3 3/4 by 5. Now these are just pieces I grabbed out of a bin. And so we're just going to cut them down to what we need them to be. So 3 3/4 by 5 is what we're going for here. And then we'll do a second one of those. And 3 3/4 by 5. Okay, so we got 2 of those. And then we need 2 of the Basic White. And those are going to measure 3 5/8 by 4 7/8. So basically we're going an inch. We're going 1/8 of an inch smaller than these pieces right here. So we'll start with 3 5/8. And then we'll do 4 7/8. There it is. Okay, so 3 5/8. One more time, so that's 3 5/8. And then 4 7/8. All right, so we got 2 of those. And then we need 3 pieces of Designer Series paper. So I've got some scraps and I've got a long piece here. We're gonna see if we can mix and match to get what we need. So our 3 pieces of Designer Series paper are going to measure 3/4 of an inch by 3 5/8. So 3/4 of an inch by 3 5/8. So I'm gonna start with the 3 5/8 here. And I am looking at my patterns to decide what I'm cutting off. I think I'm going to keep it this way. Okay. So 3 5/8. Now I need to do 3/4 of an inch. And again, I'm going to be mindful of where I'm cutting because I want some of the presents to show here. So I like that one. And then let's see what happens if I do another one. If I need to go to a, you know, I'm going to go to a different sheet. So actually I'm going to turn this one over. I'll use this one for the back side. And we'll do, I kind of want the snowflakes. So let's cut off right below the snowflakes. We're going to get this to 3/4 of an inch. And then we'll cut it here at 3/4. I'm just using up some little scraps here, so I don't mind cutting off these tiny pieces. So now I've got 2. So let's see here. This one, oh, I don't really like the patterns that are available to me on that one. So I'm going to take these 2 off my trimmer, and I'm going to cut a new one at 3 5/8. And we're going to get our 3rd piece cut here. Okay, so now let's try this again. I think this one will work. Yeah, there we go. There's my 3rd one. Okay, so that was 3/4 by 3 5/8, and we needed 3 of those. Now you could do 3 different patterns if you wanted to mix and match. I'm going to be doing it this way. So it'll have kind of the sweater pattern in the middle with the presents top and bottom. And what we're going to do is we're going to take one of the basic white, and I'm going to take my middle piece, whichever one you want to be in the middle, and we're going to adhere that one first. So I'm going to put that in the middle of my basic white. Okay? And then I can take each of my other pieces, and I would say, oh, I don't know, maybe 1/8 to 1/4 of an inch lower. Really, honestly, it's however much you want in terms of your spacing. And we're just going to space those apart here. And same spacing. Okay, there we go. All right, so we got those 3. So now we can take one of our old olive pieces and we can adhere this to the old olive. And you don't have to do this with designer series paper. Those 3 strips right there could also just be cardstock colors. So you could pick any 3 colors that you wanted to. And you could make just a fun colored card as well. Okay, so next we're going to put this on the front of our card. And there we go. Then we're going to take our other 2 pieces. Now I am not going to stamp this white one. It's going to go on the inside of my card, but I could stamp a sentiment on it if I wanted to. But I'm just going to leave it blank. So I'm just going to adhere these 2 together. I want to pull in that old olive color combination to the inside of my card. So I'm adding that layer inside as well. That's why we had 2 each of the same exact measurements. So we'll just put that here as well. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and close this. All right, so now to decorate the outside of our card, we're going to do a couple of things. We're going to take a scrap of vellum, and I'm going to take the 2 3/8 inch, 2 3/8 inch circle punch, and I'm just going to punch out a vellum circle. And then I'm also going to take this designer series paper.
I'm sorry.
Oh. Siri's listening in and not understanding what I'm saying. All right, and now I need to find something to punch, and I'm going to use, not this one. I am going to switch over to the, oh my gosh, I just dumped like a huge pile of craft stuff on the floor, including my sample. Give me just 1 second. I'll pick up the rest of it later, but this way I at least still have my sample card sitting here. I went to pick up the punch, and I have a pile of swaps that I'm working on next to me, and I caught the edge of the swaps and dumped all the pieces on the floor. Okay, so I'm going to switch to the decorative circle punch, and I want to punch a bear, or maybe two, that goes well with my card. I kind of like these two, and I wonder if they would fit. Oh, I bet we could get them to fit. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to trim off a little bit here. Oh, you guys, this is going to be so cute. So we are going to have the two bears with the presents. Okay, so you see, I just had to trim that a little bit so that I could get my cute little bears. Isn't that, oh, it's adorable. I love the way they're carrying the presents. Okay, so I will bring this back, and I'm just going to put a little piece of adhesive here on my middle strip so that I can put down my vellum. I'm not too worried about the tape showing because it's actually not going to show once I finish the card. Then we'll take our bears and we'll add those. So we just get a little peek of that vellum hanging out behind this circle punch. There we go. Okay, now we're going to take a scrap of basic white. Oh my goodness, you guys, I keep hitting everything on my desk. It's a disaster. I have 11 sets of swaps in process right now because I'm heading to Vegas tomorrow for the Stampin' Up! Convention, and I want to do some swapping. So I have pieces all over my desk. I think I have 4 batches of the 11 left to do before we fly out tomorrow. So, crazy town over here. Okay, so in the Merry and Bright, these are all separate stamps. So you can kind of mix and match your words however you'd like. So I've got Happy Christmas that I'm going to do in Old Olive. We're just going to make sure I've got a nice solid stamping there. Get all that ink to transfer. That'll work. And then I'm going to grab the Night of Navy. And I'm going to add Mary in navy. There we go. Oh, I just put my finger in the navy too. Man, what a day. What a day. Okay, we're just going to take our snips, and I'm going to leave a little bit of a white border around these squares. And they're just straight cuts. So this is my kind of fussy cutting. Nice straight cuts. So I'm choosing to leave a little bit of white border. You wouldn't have to. You could definitely just cut right along your stamped image as well. And I'm just going to cut out all 3 of these words. Okay, so we've got Christmas, and now we're going to have happy. And then last but not least, we'll do Merry. Okay. All right. There we go. I should have said while I was cutting, funny side note about going to Vegas tomorrow. We are experiencing extreme heat here, like triple digit heat here. And it's actually going to be cooler in Vegas than it is here. How crazy is that? Plus, it's not humid there. So I think it's going to be quite lovely. All right. So we'll stick some mini dimensionals on all 3 of these. You could also cut your regular ones if you don't have mini, but the mini just make it quick and easy to have the size that you need. So we'll take all of these backs off. There we go. Now, Josh and I have never been to Vegas. Oh man, I can't get that off. We've never been to Vegas. So he's going to be doing some studying. He started school yesterday. So while I'm in a conference, he'll be doing some studying. But then we've got some free time. So if you've got any suggestions on what you think we should do, let us know. We have no idea what to go look at. So, all right, we're going to just randomly kind of stick our words here. And kind of tuck them up underneath each other. And we're going to say, Happy Merry Christmas. And then I will take the, what are these? The glitter sequins. This is also a new embellishment coming up in the fall mini catalog. So 3 different colors in 2 different sizes. And I'm going to use these silver sparkly ones. And just add a few of those right here with my bears. So there we go. We've got Happy Merry Christmas. And then you could choose, again, like I said, to put a sentiment there on the inside. So for the sample, I wanted to pick it up off the floor, especially because you can see, you can punch different things when you're using that designer series paper or any designer series paper and get different pictures to put on the front. I love this one here, how like it's like one bear giving the other one a present. It's so cute. You guys, this paper is adorable. And here's the thing, it doesn't have to be Christmas. So the stamp set is called Beary Cute, and you could definitely do just cute bear cards out of it. You wouldn't have to do Christmas themed. So anyways, just wanted to show you guys a fun idea using some of the new products that are coming up in the fall mini catalog that launches September 6th. And product shares are also live right now, so if you want to get samples of all the new papers before you buy packs for yourself, you can sign up for my product shares as well. All right, guys, thanks so much for tuning in for Coffee and a Card today on this Tuesday. Don't forget to encourage one another and build each other up. I'll see you soon.